Good morning. Yeah, I did an interesting thing the last few days. Somebody texted me to say, "How are you?" And I was like, "Oh, how am I?" And I was like, "I'm really great. I'm just great." And then I looked at all the things I have to do to be really great at the moment, and then I realized that, like us all, I'm working really hard to be great, but I am. So resources are something we have to cultivate. They have to be equal to the forces external to us. And so, doing your yoga, you're here, making sure that you do the things that nourish and nurture you in your day. And that's going to look really different for each of us. For some of us, that means going to bed in the afternoon for a snooze. Some of us, that means going for a walk or going for a swim or just doing things that nourish and nurture ourselves to build resources. So maybe just contemplate the fact my office just texted me my microphone. Contemplate what you're doing as well as this to nourish that whole sense of wellness in you. Yeah, it's really inspiring me in my head at the moment. So come, let's light our candle. Come. So the bits of us that are vulnerable or struggling or whatever way it is. We have a poppy today. The person you're putting in your candle. Nice. The commitment or the smallest, truest change that you can imagine making right now in your life. And great. Taking your oil. Oh, so nice. Nice. How wonderful. And just know that you're awesome. That truly, all you can be is you. And that's really amazing. So great. Come into your child's pose. Just let that settle. Arms are long, belly is down. Just meeting all of this. Nice. Then bring your hands forward into a cat pose, rounding your back, arching your back, rounding your back, arching your back. And just feel that. Rounding your back, arching your back. Nice. Bring your hands one handprint forward from where you are. And then round your back, sit your bum back towards your heels. Go slowly with your shoulders. And stay rounded, travel all the way forward. Arching your back and draw your bum back. And come all the way forward. Rounding. Arching. Nice, one more time. Rounding. And arching. Super cool. Super. Bring your hands back. Lift your knees off the floor. Come into a forward bend. So have your knees bent enough that your belly and your thighs are connecting. Bring your fingers out far enough that you're reaching with your arms, and then lean your weight into your hands. Come up onto your toes, and then lean yourself back onto your heels. Maybe lift your toes. Just see what proportions do you need. We're all going to be different. So you're lifting your heels, and then you're lifting your toes. Bend your knees loads. Lift your heels. Lift your toes. One more time. Lift your heels. Lift your toes. Nice. Bring your elbows to your knees. Bring your hands to your knees. Now, and then slowly coming all the way up. Hands to your hips. Just roll out through your hips. And then roll in the other direction. I see geese. It's amazing. So cool. What time is it now? Nice. So stand to the front of your mat. Reach your arms wide. Bring your palms together, looking up. Bending your elbows, bending your knees. Come all the way down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins. Lift your chest and look forward. Hands to the floor. Step your right foot back. Lunge position, or yes, lunge. And then turn your back foot at a 45-degree angle. So draw your left elbow back and either bring your hand to your knee or keep your hand back into lawnmower and rise up into bow and arrow. Really bend your front knee deeply, back leg is straight and strong. Turn your palms and slingshot. Left hand goes forward, right elbow goes back. Rising, reaching up. And then forearm down to your left thigh. Reach your right arm over your ear. Deepen into the front knee as you reach. Rising up, tuck both elbows in, palms or face upwards. And then bend your right knee, touch the floor in front of it. Bend your left knee, touch the floor in front of it. Right knee, touch the floor. And then turn towards the front of your mat and turn both sets of toes forward. And then hop, 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 hop. And then lift your foot and draw your knee up and forward. Nice. Bring your toes to the floor, out a little bit to the side with the right. Reach your left hand upwards. Keep your toe on the floor or lift your knee. And then reach, starfish. Toe on the floor or lift your knee. Reach. One more time. Touch. Reach. Nice. Bring your right foot behind you. Bring both hands to your front knee and bend forward. And then bring your left hand to the floor out in front of you. Stay there and just float your back toe off the floor, or bring your right hand to your hip, or begin to straighten and lengthen, or reach your hand up. See what you do, what you feel is right for you. Find your distance, your version. Nice. Both feet to the floor, slowly rolling up. Somebody presents you with the most precious bowl of water, and you must bring it slowly down to the floor. Rounding as you roll up. Again, another bowl of water, and it's really far out in front of you. It's like an offering, slowly traveling down. Rolling all the way up. Bring your right hand to your knee. Reach your left hand behind you like you're going to hold on to a chair to sit on it. And then come back up. Bring your left hand to your left knee. Reach the right hand behind you and reach for the chair, the no chair. And coming back up. Bring both hands to your knees. Sit your bum down. Just feel how deep can you sit into your knees, into your bum. And then draw all the way up. Squeeze through your bum. Stand up really tall. Nice. Reach your arms wide. Bring your palms together. Reaching up, looking up. Bending your elbows, bending your knees all the way down. Hands to the floor. Forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins. Lift your chest and look forward. Hands to the floor. Stretch the left foot back. Step it back. Turn your back foot at a 45-degree angle. So bring the right hand to your knee or pull it back into lawnmower. Rise. Really feel that deep bow and arrow as you rise. Turn your palms. Slingshot. And then reaching up, looking up. Nice. Bring your forearm to your thigh. Reach your left arm over your ear. Super. Rising up, tuck your elbows in, palms are face upwards, toes are facing towards the right side of your mat. Touch the floor with your right hand in front of the left. Rise up. Touch the floor with your left hand. Rise up. Touch the floor in front of your left foot. And then turn towards the front of your mat. And then hop, hop, hop. And then lift your toe and rise it forward, or your leg, rise it forward. Let your toe touch the floor. So either draw down, keeping your toe on the floor, or lift up, lifting your foot off the floor. Starfish. Touch. Starfish. One more time. Touch. Starfish. Nice. Bring your right foot behind you to the floor. Bring both hands to your front knee and fold forward. Reach your right hand forward and plant it on the floor. Stay there, or lift your back toes. Stay there, or straighten your standing leg. Stay there, or lift the left elbow up. So see what is right for you. Very interesting. I feel like I'm kind of like some kind of invisible person in front of dressed in black, in front of the black windows. We'll get more bright as we go. So drop your foot to the floor, bend your knees, slowly rolling up. Receive a precious bowl of water. Slowly sit your bum down and place it on the floor. Rounding up. Again, receive and slowly lowering down. Place on the floor, slowly coming up. A left hand to your left knee. Reach your right hand back towards the chair. Coming back. Right hand, right knee. Reach your left hand back towards the chair. Coming back. Both hands to your knees. Sit your bum down. Lifting, squeeze through your bum. Stand up really tall. Nice. Come lie on your mat, all the way down. Whatever way you do. Nice. So feet are hip distance apart. Nice. And draw your right knee up towards you. And push the left foot into the floor and just lift your bum 1 inch off the floor. And then lowering down. Lift your bum. Lowering down. You can straighten the right leg long. Lift your bum. Lowering down. If you straighten your leg, it becomes stronger. Lift your bum. Lowering down. Lift your bum. Lowering down. So float in the air with your bum just hovering off the floor, and slowly keep your right knee bent, touch the floor with your toes, and then draw your knee up towards your chest. You can continue to do it with your knee bent, or you can straighten your leg and lower your right leg down until your heel taps the floor. So see which one is better for you. To make it stronger, reach both hands up towards the ceiling and bring your palms to touch. So maybe both elbows are on the floor. Maybe your knee is bent the whole time. Just see what's right for you. I want to point into my toes and make my legs super strong and long. One more time. Nice. Bend your knee, lower your bum to the floor. Rock your knees from side to side. Nice. Draw the left knee up onto your chest. Push your right foot down. Lift your bum 1 inch off the floor. It's really not about lifting high. It's just about lifting. Drop your bum to the floor. Lift. Lowering down. And it's kind of strange that there's loads of different ways you can lift. One is that you just pelvic tilt your pelvis off the floor. So you just roll up along your spine, and that engages the lower belly and the pelvis more. Or there's the one where you lift from your mid-back like a chunk. And so that's more into the back of the rib cage that mobilizes. So just notice which one is the one that you're doing. Can you feel the difference? Nice. Straighten your leg if you wish. Rising up and down. Nice. And then bend your knee. Keep your bum floating in the air. Touch the floor with your toes. Draw your knee back onto your chest. Stay there with your knee bent, or begin to travel with your left leg straight. Just see, either knee is bent or leg is straight as you travel. Maybe reach both hands up and round your shoulders a little bit forward. Just make it a lot stronger because you have to stabilize through the torso rather than your Arms. Let's feel that. Nice. One more time. Super cool. Drop your bum to the floor. Reach your arms out wide. And then just glide your knee over towards the opposite shoulder. And just feel how that meets the deep of your lower back and your belly, your shoulders, so many different parts of you. I really love the word tend. You know, I tend to my garden, and then I can attend to my resources. It's like this sense of growing them and cultivating them through tiny, tiny little stages of nothing big ever really works. Oh, I'm going to change everything. It doesn't work. Instead, we habit stack. We add something on to something that already exists. Nice. Come all the way back to center. And just drop your knees wide, bring the soles of your feet together. For me, always, I want to flatten my lower back down into the floor. I don't really like when our lower back is just arched and kind of passively stretching. So I just draw my lower back down. And for me, that feels just feels better. So see what you want, either totally passive or drawing your spine backwards, flattening into the floor. What will tell you is your knees. And I think your lower back, there shouldn't be strain in your lower back. There should be a sense of lengthening through the inner thighs, some work happening in the deep belly, and kind of a strengthening in your knees, but nothing sharp, nothing uncomfortable. Nice. Come all the way back up to center. So reach your hands straight up towards the ceiling. Make fists out of your hands and then slowly draw your elbows down and push your elbows into the floor. So if you have anything going on with your neck or with your shoulders, go really gently. And you might even just do this one-armed, really let your more vulnerable arm just rest on the floor and just let it rest for this one, okay? Or try it out and make it as slow and small as you need it to be. I was talking to somebody last night and there was that thing where I really mean it when I say don't pinch your shoulders. Hips somehow do really well with feeling uncomfortable and you deepen into them and you go a bit deeper and they're like gnarly, deep things. Shoulders don't like that at all. They get inflamed, they get sore, and then you just sore shoulders for ages. So always, if your shoulder is uncomfortable, bend your elbow, ease off. Don't push deeper, okay? So reach your hands up towards the ceiling. Long intro. Make fists out of your hands, pull your elbows down, and then push your elbows into the floor and let your chest pop a bit off the floor or your rib cage off the floor, and then relax. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. So again, don't turn your head when you're in this position. So I will give you all the instructions you need. Pull your elbows down, push them into the floor, let your chest pop off the floor. Don't turn your head. Drop your shoulders down. Right, reach your fingers up. One more time. Make fists out of your hands, pull your elbows down and push them down and let your chest pop off the floor. And just feel the sense of strength and maybe try and draw your shoulder blades back down onto the floor. Make sure your neck is comfortable. Your chest is really lifted and relax. I want to make space for my shoulder blades. I'm kind of shimmying them apart. Great. So reach your hands up towards the ceiling and then slowly lift your hips up off the floor. Make fists out of your hands and pull your elbows down into the floor beside you. Lower your bum down. Let your arms float upwards. Nice. Bend your elbows as you lift your hips. Push your elbows into the floor at the height of your hip movement. And then opposite, bum down, arms up. So just feel that. How do you connect your shoulders and your hips in this movement? How do you find the sense of, as I push down into the floor with my elbows, I can feel that it's helping my hips connect into the whole of my spine. One more time. Pausing there. And dropping all the way down, land on the floor. Nice, roll all the way over. Come up to sit. And just bring the soles of your feet together, your knees apart. Nice. Holding on to your shins and draw your shoulders away from your ears. Breath is in your belly. And then twist. So twist towards the left, holding on to the left ankle with your right hand. Turn your chest towards the left. And then change. Turn your chest towards the right, holding on to the right ankle with your left hand. Nice, coming back to center. From here, draw forward, imagining that your nose or your forehead can come down to your toes. And then rising up, tuck your chin in, lift your chest. Rounding your back, draw your forehead down to your toes. And then hold on to your shins, sit up really tall. Nice. Stretch your legs out long. Just roll into your ankles. Just slap the backs of your knees off the floor like you're running. Keep going until one of your legs goes funny. One of your legs will start hopping in a funny direction any moment. Maybe not. Oh, there it goes. One of my legs gets confused. Maybe yours don't, but one of my legs starts losing the rhythm and starting to bounce in different ways. Yeah, they're both gone. Nice. Great. Go into a cross-legged position. And just your candle. Hands to your heart. And just be grateful for the fact that you've turned up and you've done whatever it is feels good for you in this practice. You've cultivated a sense of awareness, connection, resources. So resources are a thing that, in the hugeness of life, it's like life is like a river that's just, and there's so much force and power in this river that is life. And resources are like putting a stone down in the river and having some place to stand on. A place of resources, of regulation, of steadiness that we fill every day. And so just be grateful for the fact that you've filled or you've placed a rock in the center of this river and you're standing on it right now as you finish your practice. Just reach your arms out long in front of you. Wrap yourself with your arms. We'll do another group hug. And just hug yourself tight. Just hold yourself in. Just close your eyes and feel the contact and the pressure of the hug. How wonderful. So come lie on your back if you wish. Come rest into child's pose. Go back to bed. Go to bed. Some of you do this in the evening. Definitely blow out your candle. And I will see you for the last day of light tomorrow. How amazing. It's interesting. I can feel earth bubbling up in me already. All these ideas and all these, it's just, it's very exciting. Earth will be awesome. So see you all tomorrow and have a great day.